Excuse you, Daddy. Why aren't you gonna go to the boardwalk?
Hi.
Tracy, what's going on?
I'm here. I see you out there walking a doggy.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to walk upstairs. This is I have one more walk after this.
Oh,
What's
wow.
up, Will? What's popping?
He's connecting to audio.
Oh, okay.
How was your day?
Have you been dibbling and dabbling with the spreadsheet?
I finished it when we hung up, and I said I'm almost finished. I went ahead and finished, but I still have to understand what I'm doing. So because I had to figure out the percentages, like numbers, because I told you I'm not good with math. So what I did is,
remember I told you look at the profit side to see if that's how much you want. You do 0.1, 0.2, 0.3.
Right.
Look to see how much you want.
Right. That's what I did. Did. Yes, ma'am. I did it. I am
good. I'm so glad.
I'm one of your best students.
Yeah.
You was like,
William,
girl,
how are you?
Big ass.
Will, you on the line?
Yeah, I am. I'm just doing my normal Sunday running around, moving around.
Okay, that's right. You a busy man. You and Terrell are equal busy people. Family men. I love it.
I love it.
You know what it is that my fiance, she works Sundays till 11, so I'm getting the baby ready.
Oh, God bless you.
Ready for Monday.
God bless you, man. God bless you. Respect. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Love it.
All right, we'll wait a little bit to see who else is on, and
Hey, Vic.
Hey, how's it going, Tracy Lynn? What's going on?
I'm here. It looks like it's still sunny out there in Georgia.
A little bit, but the sun is starting to go down. I'm gonna be hopping off. I have my nephew in the tub.
Okay.
I was trying to give him his bath by 8, and time just slipped by. They start school tomorrow, first day of school.
Oh, wow.
And their mother's not here. She went to New Jersey on Friday.
Oh my God. But let me ask you something. The school, is it the virtual school?
Virtual.
Okay.
Virtual. So
Okay.
I have to pretty much oversee. Hey, who's that? Terrell.
No, that's Vanessa.
That's Vanessa. I'm like, I didn't see you.
Yo, you call me Terrell? I don't hear.
I didn't see you. I heard your voice. Your voice seemed a little raspy.
Hey,
no,
Vicky.
I just heard, hey, Vicky. And that's why I said, who is that, Terrell? I didn't. Yeah, it was a little raspy.
Hello,
but yeah, I like your hair.
Thank you. Well, y'all go ahead, talk for about another 60 seconds. I'm just got to get my dog situated, and we'll begin. So hold 1 second. But y'all can go ahead.
Hi, T.
Hey, I got a who's that?
This is Tracy Lynn.
Tracy, I'm trying to get my nephew together.
Yeah, please do. Okay. So T, where are you, T? T? Hello, T, are you there? Okay.
I think she said she had to get her nephew together.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering, Will, are you in New York?
Who, me?
Yes, are you in New York?
Yeah, I'm in New York.
Okay, is T in New York?
My sister or
it says T, no, T-E-E. That's what I'm looking at her picture.
Oh no, she's in Georgia.
Oh, she's in Georgia too, because Vicky is in Georgia.
Yeah.
Vicky's in Atlanta.
She's outside of Atlanta. I forget where she lives.
Oh, T is saying that she can't hear you guys. She said she can't hear us.
She has to dial in the audio. That's how I do it.
She's never used it on her phone. She said,
Yeah.
never used Zoom on my phone before.
Oh yeah, she has to dial in audio. It's a option on the bottom left. Oh, she
Yeah,
can't hear you.
yeah, she can't hear us.
Okay, let me text you, John.
Okay. That's it. Uh-oh, I hit a baby. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Here.
There you
Oh,
go.
there she
Hi.
got it. There you go. Okay.
Are you driving, T?
Uh,
Are you driving?
yes, I'm in the car.
Okay, well, you be careful
No,
now.
I'm not. I'm not driving. I was doing. Yes, I know. That's why I was like, okay, I can't say this time, but I want to
Okay.
make sure I pop up.
Okay. Well, I was
wait a
asking Will. I was asking Will where you were. He said you in Georgia. You know, Vicky's in Atlanta. Are you in Atlanta?
I'm in Douglasville.
Oh, she has family in Douglasville. You two need to talk. She just stepped away. Yeah, she has family in Douglasville.
Okay.
What a coincidence. I wonder if you guys are related.
Nice.
Wow. Interesting. I'm in New Jersey.
Oh, okay. My brother's in New York. Will's in New York, so it's Terrell.
Okay.
And
Okay, so you and Will are Terrell's in-laws, right?
Mhm.
Okay, good. Well, Vanessa said she needed
There
a
must
minute.
be a delay.
Yeah, it is. I think so. Vanessa said that she give her a minute because she has to get situated. She just got finished walking her dog. Vicky is bathing her nephew, and Will is taking care of the baby. So everybody said give them a minute to come back. So we're the only ones here. So,
Okay.
I'm listening. I got my headphones on, so
Oh,
I'm
okay.
there.
Okay. So I just wanted, because I know when you
Doing something in my car, and I realized the time, and yeah. Hey, Vicky, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Pretty good. Tracy was telling me how you live in Georgia. I'm in Douglasville.
Oh my goodness.
That's what I said. I told her that you have family there.
Yes. Yep. How long have you been in Douglasville?
A year now, but before that, I was in Austell.
Okay. So how long have you been in Georgia?
Since September 2004.
Okay.
Wow. I said, when she said Douglasville, I was like, oh my God, Vicky has family there. I wonder if you two are related.
No, you're talking. Okay, Tracy, you're talking about Donaldsonville, which is totally different.
Oh, my bad. Okay, I apologize. You're right. I got the names wrong. Okay.
But it was close.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Oh, where do you live?
I live in Morrow. But my mom.
I know it.
Yeah, they were in Donaldsonville. That's down by Dothan, Alabama, pretty much at the Florida line.
Okay. Tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah. Stockbridge, Jonesboro, that area.
Oh, we just came from the Scott's Antique Show in Jonesboro.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, today we went. It was some cute stuff. I had it on, but it was so hot. I took it. Some cute jewelry and just a bunch of antique stuff that we bought from there.
But yeah, it looks like it's still daylight there. I see the light coming through your car.
It is.
Because it's dark in here in New Jersey. It's dark.
I know it's dark up there now.
Yeah,
I know.
I
remember.
Hey.
What's up, girl? How are you?
I'm good, and yourself?
I'm good. I'm not gonna be able to stay on with you guys for long, but I am gonna go off and then pop back on later in a bit because I'm on my phone and have good reception.
Okay.
All right. So today is not that long of a call. Unfortunately, Terrell will not be able to join us. Today is more about Slack, and I'm so glad Will is on the line as well, as he is. Thank you so much, Will, for taking the lead on building out the Slack channel. Tonight is really about any questions that you have about Slack, about joining it, about getting on all the channels. And then we're going to go over portfolios. Next week, Terrell wants to focus on a new approach to swing trading with the spreadsheet that we have. So that's next week. So tonight is a little bit more basic about the Slack. So has anyone had any issues uploading Slack and getting on and accessing all the channels.
Well, Vicky stepped away, Vanessa, because she's bathing her nephew, so she's not
Okay.
on. She just stepped away. So
okay.
But I have no problem.
Aisha, you good?
I think downloading it, no, and I every time I went into a chat, it said T Yasmin has joined this group. So I'm figuring that's how you join, by just pressing on the actual topic or whatever. So once I go in, I'm snooping around, and Will is posting stuff. Thank you, Will. Yeah, I liked your video too. I like how on iPhones you can do the screen recording. I can't do that on my Android. Yeah, so that's how
you gotta invest in Apple, yo.
I want to, and this is a little small, but you can't transfer Android stuff to Apple, to an Apple phone, and that's the only reason I haven't, because I really do want an Apple. Yeah.
Who did the screen record? Me? You talking about me?
Yeah, I was talking about your screen, how you did the.
I have an Android too.
The tutorial.
Oh, yeah, I love, first of all, Will, you keep us up to date on those market news. It's perfect.
Thank you, Will.
Because on every ticker, Yahoo Finance gives you the real basic snapshot of each company, and it's perfect. And then on the different videos from YouTube, you get different analyst perspectives, and we can see how they all align to how we do our approach. So I wanted to start off tonight with that, and it seems like until Vicky gets back on the line, we're all good with Slack. So let me just check how many channels. We have about 30 channels, right? 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 9, 31, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 40 channels. So make sure that when you click on channels, click on every single last one of them, because you'll be able to just stay in the know, especially the ones that we've been going over, the COVID stocks, the swing trades. Market news is the most important. That's like just 3 minutes out of your day. Every time we'll post on market news, or anybody of us post on market news, especially if it's on any one of the trades that we're working on now. Know that you could DM each other on it. You could do video. You could share spreadsheets. You can start up your own conversation. If there's a channel or anything that you think we're missing, just hit up Will or myself, and we will put that channel in. It's 24/7 active. It's just really great. It's a really great communication tool, and that way we don't have to keep scrolling back like on WhatsApp to see who said what and when about what.
Right.
Everything has
Vicky's on the line. I see Vicky's back.
Vic?
Most importantly, can I say, we all like try to use that Q&A, especially for this call. The people that get on this call, use the Q&A, because don't wait until the call to get the questions in, like, so we could better prepare for the response. So
that's a very good idea. That's a very good idea, Will. All Q&A questions that aren't answered immediately on the Slack, we can have them queued for the call.
So do we just go on there and type into which, like, we have announcements, COVID, we have all these different channels. So do we just start typing for Q&A if we have something to ask? What do you want?
If you have a question throughout the week, just go right in Q&A.
Okay.
If you have something to say about that's relatable to any of those channels, just go right in, and all of us to get dinged that there's something in there.
Okay.
So what will pop up on everyone's phone is, oh, someone has a question, because Q&A ding. Right. Let's go see what it is, and people will start answering.
Okay.
Mainly mainly myself, Will, and or Terrell, but if like if you or Vic or Ty, if y'all know the answer, just by all means go right in.
I won't
say hashtag I think.
Right. You know me.
Hashtag double check. Hashtag do your research.
Right. Hey, Vicky, are you back? Can you hear us, Vic? Because
I hear you.
Did you download the Slack? Do you have Slack on your phone or your devices?
I didn't do it.
Okay, not yet. Because that's what she wants to talk about. She said, if anybody have any questions about it.
Okay, wow.
Hashtag belt. When you going to upload that Slack? Vic?
I'll probably do it as soon as I get off the phone.
Ding, 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 ding. That's the correct answer. Because we are transitioning over to Slack. And so what we were saying was, once you join Slack, now we'll put it in WhatsApp so that you click on that link. It will upload to your phone. You have to download the app and then you click on the link and you're going to see channels. Your job after you fill out your profile is to click on channels. You're going to see about 40 channels. Click on as many as you feel that are relevant to you, but especially Q&A, because Will just mentioned, if we're not able to answer those questions or if they don't get answered in a timely manner, we can always pick up on our Sunday Zoom calls, right? Now, the good thing is Will was able to connect Zoom to the Slack. So I'm gonna see right now, this is being recorded and I'm gonna see how I'm gonna link the cloud of this recording to the channel that says Zoom.
So is it Slack communication?
Yeah.
That one? Okay.
Yeah. What you do is you download it. Well, click on the link. Did you get the link from Will on the WhatsApp?
No, I didn't do that yet. Click on the link before I download the app?
Yeah, just click on the link because it's going to tell you to download and then get started and it'll take you straight to our group.
It's so funny. I'm on so many different other Slack groups that are not existing. Like they don't even talk anymore. And I never deleted them, removed myself from them. I will now.
Yeah. Like if the Slack channels aren't popping, it goes dead.
Yeah. So,
but don't look at me.
You and your dog. I said. You and your
I
baby.
gave him a treat and I can't even eat. Vicky, let me know once it's done. So while Vicky is uploading and getting herself prepped, does anybody have any questions about this week at all with any of their trades, any of their swings, anything that was in the news, anything that they're thinking about investing in? Because we're about to go over the portfolios. There's not many of us here on the call, I guess because it's a gorgeous Sunday.
Wow, I've been in the house all day. Well, I mean, the thing is, I'm grateful to you again for walking me through the spreadsheet. Vic, Vanessa, she schooled me the other night. We were on there for about an hour because I downloaded, I saved the spreadsheet, my name, and I did everything we supposed to have done, but it wasn't working. And it's because I'm not an Excel person, but she schooled me that night.
That's because you got a whack ass Mac. That's why.
Vicky got a Mac too, right, Vic?
Vicky, you got a whack ass Mac. Y'all gonna have to.
No, I don't. I have a PC. I don't have no Mac. I don't have a Mac.
Okay.
My Mac is like 100 years old, so I don't even use it anymore. It's old.
All right. Well, I know that the business world use PCs when it comes to finances and Microsoft stuff, and I get that, but that's all I got is a Mac, a MacBook Pro. So
Vicky,
now,
Aisha, and Will, how's your experience with the spreadsheet? Do you find it helpful? Did you get your profit goals?
Go ahead, Will.
Go ahead, Will.
No, I didn't touch the spreadsheet at all. I didn't even look.
And neither.
Me neither. I was busy with the Slack.
Neither did I.
I was busy with Slack, building out Slack.
Neither did
I didn't even really look at. Okay.
Okay, so if in any event, when you guys finally do get to that, it is extremely helpful because as Tracy discovered, all you're doing is plugging in numbers and it gives you the profit. And if you like the profit that you see, and if it matches up with I guess it's sort of like options, which we haven't learned about yet, right? If you're looking to do a day.
No, I need to know.
What'd you say?
I need to know about them. Me and Will were talking about it briefly, but I mean.
Yeah, we need that. That's
I'm sorry. I thought I was on mute.
I think we're going to have like a webinar. And I told Terrell, I was like, yo, get one of your experts, man. We need somebody that's going to take us through an hour of options because this spreadsheet is kind of sort of similar to it. You're almost betting that a stock would either, well, from one side of it will hit a certain price. It's also your goal. So the spreadsheet says, is it a day trade? If it's a day trade, you're only looking for it to move, I don't know, 1%, 2%, 1 through 10%, maybe if it's hot, if it's surging. I also give you the option for swing. So if it's a swing, that's a couple of days to a couple of weeks. You also get the drop down option if it's 90 days. That way, once you plug it into Robinhood, you leave it alone. Robinhood's going to sell it. It's fine. And then there's long term, right? Now, this is just my opinion. I think y'all should leave long term for a separate platform, either Stash or Ameritrade or something like that, or something, because you don't really want those numbers interfering with your goal numbers. The issue with Robinhood is it puts all your numbers in one portfolio. It just shows you, oh, you got $600, but it doesn't really break down, your long-term goals. Stash gives you a separate option for you to see how much is in your long-term, right? Which are your retirement or whatever that is. But then Stash 2 is a little funny. So that's going to be another conversation. Long-term goals can get tricky when you're trying to flip and you want to make that quick money.
Yes, because I just want to, I don't mean to interrupt, but I just want to say when Urban One spiked and I had the 5 shares, I probably should have sold it, but I didn't. I left it because, I want to support, it's a Black company, and Terrell always talked about how he's conservative and if he makes 20%, that's good for him. That's when he sell. But for me, I probably should have sold, but I didn't. I didn't do anything in Urban One. And now it's like now.
That's different. What you're talking about is you missed out.
Okay. All right.
I'm letting you know.
Okay. No. All right. Because I'm saying, but this is what I'm trying to understand.
But you still, if you know that U1 is a Black owned and you really want to support the company regardless, then it really shouldn't be in Robinhood, or you shouldn't have it on that spreadsheet.
Okay.
At all.
Okay.
Just leave it at 0.
Okay.
But if you saw that U1 went from $1 to $50,
I know,
and
but
it took like a total of 20, 30 minutes, and then the next day you had like a whole hour to make like.
I know, but I totally missed out. Like I didn't see this. Yeah,
that's different, right?
Right.
But that's what the group is for.
Yes.
That's what the group is like. Yo, if there's a day trade popping, if there's a surge, I hope we got a channel called Surgeon, #Surgeon.
Okay.
Because when that goes in, I mean, yo, this stock is surging. Get on it if this is part of your portfolio.
Right.
Do that on day trade.
Huh?
We could do that on day trade.
Oh yeah, on day trading.
Just to circle back really quick. I got a good video. It's an hour long, but it's a really in-depth good video on options. I'll post it in Slack, and when y'all get a chance, watch it.
I'm gonna watch it.
Y'all have questions, post it. I've got the concept of options down packed. It's just a matter of it's more expensive than just buying a stock. And it's risky because it's a time limit. They give you a timer to your option. So if your option expires and your stock didn't go up or down, then you lose that money.
Okay.
That's the money you put in. So, but I'll post it on Slack. Y'all watch it and give y'all questions and answers.
Okay, thank you, Will.
I think we're like really Slack. Far from it, but it's still good to learn about it because people are going to be talking about it.
Okay. So, Vic, you on Slack now? That's good.
Yeah, I have to familiarize myself with it. Totally foreign right now, so I have to.
We'll also put up videos on the WhatsApp, Vicky, about Slack. So look at the videos that Will posted on WhatsApp as well as on Slack about how to use the platform.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, let's get to our portfolios. Anybody have any questions?
2 minutes and no more.
Anybody made any money this week? Anybody have any questions about this past week and what they should be thinking about this upcoming week? We're not going to do any new swing trades until Terrell gets back next week, but any questions about their portfolio this past week?
I will say that for me, out of the group, I think when all of us that meet every Sunday, I think that I haven't been doing too much selling, trading, as like most of you all have been doing. And I noticed that some of the shares or stocks I have, they're just like keep going down. And I think it's gotten to the point I just get rid of it. You know what I mean? But all the stocks that I have, I was told that they're like long term. So that's what I'm just don't. And I did the research on these certain stocks, but it's like they just keep going down, and I don't.
If they're a long term stock, it's because you did the research. And if they're going down, it's because the whole market is down. Like there's only a couple of popping trends, like electrical vehicles and certain tech and pharma. Like that's really it. And e-commerce, some e-commerce platforms. Yeah. But everything else is down. So.
But I have pharma, and I feel like my farmers are not doing as well. So Neo popped last week, and I will admit that I'm not really doing the research that I need to and should be. But there are a few that I have, like TXP, I believe, Bastonics Pharmaceuticals, Neo, and ONTX. I have ONTX, and I have a fourth one. All of them consistently have been going down for the past 4 weeks that I've been investing, because I had it and I bought it when it was a hot topic on our group. But so since I missed out, like how we were just discussing that maybe Tracy Lynn did, I was like, let me just hold on to it, because what goes down must come up. That's what the whole thing has been. So anyway, I'm trying to hold out, and Neo went up to about 12. I was trying to hold out to the 20%, and like what I'm saying is not based on like any type of research. Although I have looked at their charts and what they are about. Honestly, I'm just being serious. All I know, and the reason I'm in this investing group, is to try to learn and grow my money. So like I'm trying to grow my money, and I'm trying to watch the trends. I think that's my biggest thing. I'm trying to watch the trends and see how this can affect me. And as long as my money is in a place where it's saving, I feel like fine for now,
Good. Because what you're saying,
I'm not losing hundreds.
It's absolutely correct. It's the trends. COVID is all, in my opinion, about trends. Anybody chime in if you don't agree. COVID, I asked Terrell last week, I'm like, yo, you've been trading for 7 years, bro. Have you seen anything as crazy as COVID as far as the market? He was like, nah, this is pretty special. So because if we are successful in any way during this crash, because this is essentially a crash. This is essentially, that was our homework too. We were supposed to, hashtag belt. I didn't get a chance to research, but this is it really is. For most of the industries that are out there, there's only a couple that are swinging back and forth. So like, Ty, you're right. those pharma companies are coming in hot and then dropping. Another one is coming in hot and then dropping. They're all getting speculative stories made, market watch stories made on them, news made on them. Oh, this one got FDA. Oh, this one came out of Trump's mouth. This one is
like Kodak.
France. Exactly. And the second that happens, you may get a spike. So as an investor, it's really just about keeping your eyes and ears on that pulse. Yo, who's talking? If you are willing to risk a day trade, that's just a day trade. That's it. Once it peaks, it's a wrap. But if you do your research and you know that it will eventually come back on the market, and it has been cleared by FDA, anything that's been cleared by FDA, that's long. It then turns into a long term, because it takes a year and a half for vaccines or anything of that nature to actually be fully cleared.
Right.
So that's like the weird part about COVID is the companies that you see now may be your billion-dollar companies in the next year or two, 2 years, that have been cleared by FDA, that are the cure or the fix for this whole COVID situation. So it's a good thing in a way that we know what companies may pop, and we're investing in them very low. We may not be seeing as much profits if we miss out on the day trade, but let's just keep doing our research, because the 2 or 3, it can only be 2 or 3 top winners in the next year and a half. They turn into long-term trades.
Okay.
Yeah, my COVID stocks, my pharmaceutical stocks are down too. Yeah, but I'm just holding them.
Okay.
And I was gonna send this out in a group. Although they're down, because all of the ones that I was thinking was swing short term in my portfolio, they're all down. I'm not gaining any of them. Yet the big stocks in my portfolio, the long term, the ones that I'm holding for the foreseeable future, they're all up. And it minimizes when you have, because the majority of my money is in long term, I'm building long term growth. So when the majority of your money is in that long term and they're all well-established companies, blue chip stocks, things that's just holding you down, you're not worried about how much money you have in the little swings. I mean, yes, you're taking a loss right now and you're looking at it, but you're not really worried about it. So just continue to build your portfolio like that. For every $10 or $5 or $1 that you put a swing, put double that into your long term. And the other thing with your long term, I was gonna try to pick a stock from every single one of the sectors. There's 11 sectors in the stock market, if you don't know. But I don't love every sector. So make sure that you love, do your research on your long-term stocks first.
Right.
You love what they are about. I'll tell you a mistake that I made. I've only been trading this since COVID happened as well. So I'm pretty new to this too. But a mistake I made was I was just following a trend. I bought ExxonMobil, oil company. I was like, oh, they got a great dividend. They was trading at $80 before COVID. And right now, I think I bought at 46. I was like, oh, that's a bargain. When they go back up, I'll make a killing. But oil companies are bad for the environment. That's not a thing that I support. So why did I buy that? And lo and behold, I had plug for free. And Robinhood gave me plug for free, and I wound up selling it because I never did any research on it. Now doing research.
Which one was that? You said 12?
Plug. That's the one I posted in
You got it for free?
Today. I got it for free. I got 2 of them for free for signing people up for Robinhood.
Sweet money, Jesus.
And I wound up selling it because I didn't do any research on it. But now
man, you sold it.
Yeah, I sold it for like $1 profit. And now that was early in the year, and now it's $11. I went back in at $10 or whatever. But Plug and Exxon, Plug isn't there yet, but it's getting there. Right now, what they're doing, if you guys didn't look into it, they supply fuel cells for trucks. And
the future, bro. Plug is like a long-term good investment.
It's a future. Right now they're doing commercial vehicles, but you know, who knows? Our cars could be powered by it, and it's all clean energy. So that's something way more that I support than Exxon. But I threw a whole bunch of money at Exxon, and I had Plug, and the Plug is an up-and-coming stock. I could have did that, but you know, just make sure that you love. The point is, make sure that you love what you're getting into, and you're not just following the trend because everybody thinks it's popular. Because Exxon was super popular, I knew that name, so I just jumped into it. I didn't even think about it. So,
but Will, I also want you to know that it's cool because the farmers coming in, the EV is coming in. These are stocks, companies, forget the stocks. These are companies that Exxon, Shell, the big boys are looking at. So you may be looking at a future acquired companies by Exxon. That's another way that you got to look at it. You need, when you're looking at Exxon, if they say that they have future acquirement, or if they get in loans, or if they, sometimes you can see, they'll tell you they're looking at innovation. They're working on R&D. They know oil is about to be, it's not going to be what it was. The golden days are over with electrical vehicles coming in the market. So their pivot is going to be mergers and acquisitions. There's no way in hell. Oil is like one of the biggest, oldest markets on this earth. And so the top dogs are not dumb. They're not gonna, if you can't beat them, join them. So that's how a lot of them think as well. So you may not, it may not always be a lose-lose. You also got to look at their statements to see if you see R&D, if you see innovation, if you see potential acquisition of a certain vertical or a certain capacity that they don't have. They may snatch up the EVs.
Yeah, you're right. That's what the Wall Street chapter said. I follow him.
You're right. I didn't see anything as far as Exxon, but that leads to a good point that I made about another stock, Altria, the big tobacco, who invested in Kronos, the marijuana company. Tobacco has been on the decline for years, and marijuana.
Those marijuana companies that's popping, like the one that I posted, that's making money, steady cash, is MDCBC. It's called, the ticker is YCBD. I posted it on the Slack. I made money. I'm about to collect on Monday, right? Like, I'm making money in my sleep with that one. I was one of the very first earlier marijuana stocks that it's American made. So of course the US is not going to be fronting on it like it's fronting on a Canadian stock. But it's consistent. And so it's a consistent swing trade that I'm continually doing research on. It goes up, but it also goes down a little bit, but it goes up. So when I bought in at, if I take a look at my POC stock sheet that all of y'all have, I bought in back in May at $1.53, made 41 bucks, bought in again when I saw that it was steady at 257 and made 26 bucks, and just bought in again. Like every time I see that it's steady, I go in with just a little couple of shares. I'm buying, and now Monday, or next week, it could potentially hit and give me a little small $3 return. So I'm just A/B testing on, because the truth is, ladies and gentlemen, we are teaching y'all with volatile ass stocks in a volatile ass market. It's like throwing hot grease. It's like telling y'all to jump into a pool of hot grease. But we really do believe and feel like once y'all come out and the scabs come off, y'all are going to be beasts in the market once this COVID shit is over. Because then the natural rhythm and natural flow of the market will come back. It may not be what it was, but whatever rhythm it is, we're so used to this fragile environment. And this is just me opinion and my insight speaking, that by the time the market gets back to or goes to whatever new height it is, we're going to be able to spot stuff a mile away, because we're doing trades that are under $10, which are really reserved for machines.
Right.
Like what Terrell spoke about last week.
Right. And
right?
that's what I want to know about, you know, the shares, the stocks that are a little bit more affordable for people like me.
Well, but no, don't think about it that way. The reason why we started small is so that you don't lose big.
Right.
But the opposite side of that is that they're volatile as hell. So we probably weren't going to make a lot of money, but we were going to learn. You're going to learn the stock market off of these dollar stocks, these $5 stocks, right? And you're going to take these dollar stocks and $5 stocks to get to your goal amount. That's why I asked you, Tracy, what is your goal? Right. If your goal is to make a certain amount per day or per week or per month, you take this opportunity to use these baby stocks, these penny stocks, they're volatile. Remember, I keep saying they're volatile, but it's still a learning process, like Taisha said, so that by the time we make it to first grade, we're hitting up them $25 stocks, which is where most investors start. Okay. Right? You can always they're dropping 1,000 on them, and it's either a day trade or a swing trade. Right. And they're buying, I don't know the math, what is it, 500? You drop 1,000 on a $25 stock. What is that? Right. $500 or something like that? 500. I don't know. 500. Whatever that math is, it's good math. It's good money, right? Right. And especially once you get to that $25,000 mark, then you're free to make that every day. You're free to drop a G every day, and you're just waiting for a stock to move 50 cents. Like that's it. And that's why you want us to make money in their sleep.
Well, that's why you want us to set things up in Robinhood if we're using Robinhood, so we don't have to worry about if we missed out, because we're already telling Robinhood, listen, when it gets to this, either sell it or buy it. Or trade.
Right. So but it's not just that. It's like what Will was talking about. Really doing your research and your homework, even though it's a volatile market. Yes. Really do it, because these are new companies. The stocks that we got y'all in are new or very old and took a big ass hit in COVID. And if they don't survive COVID, they're either going to die or pivot. And the first pivot, one of the first pivots that old ass companies do is they just snatch up all the new companies. Right. So if we know that big pharma is coming in, like what Ty said, she was like, she bought TXP and IO and ON and TX. These are babies. These are kids, right? Right. They're coming in and they're like, ooh, wah, wah, wah. I'm playing. I'm having fun. People are making money. Johnson & Johnson is sitting back watching like, all right, who's going to make it to the top? Yeah. Who do we bring in? Right? That's real. That's happening right now as we speak. These baby companies, they are being watched like a hawk.
Of course, yeah.
So in 2 years, it may not even be them. It may just be Johnson & Johnson.
Because they're going to buy it.
That's real. Yeah. These are real scenarios that happen all the time. Right? So keep that in mind. So we're looking at the old companies that crashed, and we're looking at the new companies that are under $10. Everything in between is at a standstill. You know, like Uber's at a standstill. But Uber is super strong. You know, it's not going nowhere. It's been in the 30s for, I don't know, 2 months now. It ain't going nowhere. Right. All they're going to do is acquire, scale, and grow. They're not trying to get acquired. Like Uber is not.
They just bought a company today. Last week.
Who they bought?
London Taxi Company.
Taxi.
A London Taxi Company. It went up to $35 a share when they bought it when the news broke. They dropped back down because their earnings report was bad, but they expected it.
That's because they spent that cash to buy companies. You like companies that got cash to buy other companies. Yeah. They sugar daddies. You want those sugar daddy companies that's like, yo, come here. I want you. You know what I'm saying? Because that they know they did their homework. They sat back and they watched. They was like, okay, yeah, we coming to get you. And it drops their stock for a little while because they spent most of their money. But in the long term, sorry, but in the long, that now makes it a long-term stock. So you don't fuck with Uber. Uber is, if you got Uber, leave it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's in my Robinhood portfolio when it really should have been in my stash portfolio. I got it at $18. That's when I first started, like all of y'all in March. I'm like, I ain't no fool, I'm getting Uber. But little did I know, as I started doing my research, I'm like, oh shit, Uber's long-term, like long-term. Uber stock is probably going to end up being $3,000, just like Amazon. So I wouldn't want something like that in my Robinhood, but it's already, it's already there. Because Robinhood, for me, is flipping.
Right. Well, on my stash accounts, I pretty much, majority of all my stash, they're fractional shares that I won from the Thursday stash party. And I'm not doing anything with those stocks.
But so what you should be doing, the only purpose for you to get those free stocks on stash, and everybody else who's listening, is you're watching your 40 cents move to 50 cents.
Yes.
And your 50 cents move to 60 cents. That is a clear indicator how strong that company is. And that is a clear indicator where you should put your money.
Okay.
And the best way to learn about your long-term stocks is to get free shares.
And
I don't care how small they are.
Right.
If they're consistently moving 1 cent a day, what bank in the world is going to give you 1 cent a day? Like those stocks are serious stocks. So then you start to see your portfolio, like what Will was talking about, and anchoring it to see, all right, what are those strong blue chip and other industry stocks in the 11 sectors that my free stocks are showing me that they're moving. Like I got like 40 cent free stocks off a stash that moves like 45% a day. And I'm like, not a day, that has moved 45% since getting it. So even though it's now, it may have gone from 40 to 80 cents or 90 cents or something, that's telling me, Vanessa, be smart. Like this is happening during COVID. Imagine when COVID is over. That's my philosophy and my take on. So that's what you should be doing is, even if you're not investing in it, you should have a chart of how much growth those stocks are giving you, regardless of the size of the stock.
Okay.
So that you know that's what you're going to want to invest in. Okay.
So should I make a separate spreadsheet for staff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely. Like my 40 cent went to 50 cent in 2 weeks. My 50 cent went to 80 cent in 3 weeks. Ding, ding, ding. Do the math on that, or call Terrell so he can do the math. And you'll be like, wow, this company is this, yeah. You know what I'm saying? What you laughing at, Ty?
Because Vicky and I would like to shadow somebody like a Terrell. You like when you do your day trip. We would like
Tracy. What I want to know what Ty laughing at.
Because you're so animated, but we love it.
Yeah.
She's so animated. She get into it, like Terrell said. She is Brooklyn gangster. She gets into it. I love it. I love your energy. But yeah, like I was saying, Vicky and I were saying we would like to shadow somebody just to see what you all are doing. You know, because it's kind of scary. It's kind of intimidating, especially for me. Because I'm watching videos. I'm following Wall Street, the Trapper, all these other people that people are putting on.
Can I chime in? I did an ill day trade. I got to turn on my camera for this.
Okay.
Literally, it's like, Rel has a science to it. I don't.
Okay.
Like, what I do is I watch CNBC. I literally did a day trade like that. They said, I watch it, I get up, I have to be at work at 7:30. So on my way to work, CNBC's on. They'll be talking about stocks over and over and over again. They'll be like, oh, this stock is surging. That's what they said. This stock is surging. I looked at it, I was like, oh, it's up this. And I've seen how much it was jumping. It was jumping like $1, then jump back down $1, then jump up $2. I was like, if it moves like that, there's a lot of volume. You'll see me say volume. There's a lot of people trading that stock. And it's moving that high, that quick. It's a lot of, so I jumped on it. And then it's like you just watch it. Like literally, like for me, I just watched it for like an hour. And then it went up $2. So after it jumps $2 and go back down $1, I'm gonna put a stop loss. That way I'm not losing this.
Okay.
And it jumps up again, I'm gonna move the stop loss higher and higher and higher. So that's my philosophy of day trade. Real has like this science, like he's been doing this for a long time. He's on a computer.
Early in the morning.
I'm on my phone, so I'm doing it on my phone, so I don't have to chart on my phone to be looking at.
So from at 9 o'clock in the morning, you're on it. You and Terrell at 9 o'clock in the morning.
I'm watching CNBC almost all day. Just look for
like the Wall Street Journal.
Yeah. They tell you a lot of this stuff. You can tell when the market is boring that day because then again the politics, and it's like, all right, we don't care what Trump is doing or back to school thing. That's like side stuff. I want you to be talking about stock.
Right.
And when they start talking about stock, that's when you'll get like little tips, like, oh, okay. And they'll have CEOs on CEO interviews, and they'll ask them, and it's kind of this, like Kodak.
Yes.
That interview I posted on in the group chat where the guy said, "Is this going to be profitable for you?" It's little things like that I pick up on. Like, oh, okay. They don't even believe that this is a gimmick. Kodak was a gimmick basically for them.
Yeah.
You know, so even they'll know that. They'll be able to pick up on things like that and know, oh, okay, let me get in this and get out, because because even the experts don't even believe that this is a real stock or this is something that's.
I think, you know what I think though? I think that a lot of people who are trading or traders every day, they might do it Will's way, they might do it the scientific way where you're reading the earnings and things like that. But when they're hearing about things like that on CNBC and they're seeing it move real quick, they could throw, if you could afford to throw money in something that has a high volume real quick, and in a minute or two or whatever platform you're using, take it out, because we're using those startup platforms where you can't do that, right? So they can throw $1,000 in it, watch it grow $1 or 1,000 shares and make $1,000 in a minute just by taking it right back out. So, but like, if because it seems like you're eager like I am, but we both are also skeptical about not wanting to lose the money that we might not have. But for me, I haven't had the time recently because I've been like delving into, looking for a job and trying to, do stuff with my business. But like, if I had the time to sit there and watch the CNBC, like, because sometimes I will just watch Robinhood, like staring at the numbers.
And it could drive you crazy. It could drive you crazy.
The numbers going up and down.
That's unproductive. That's unproductive. CNBC is a little bit better than I've done that too. Robinhood is watching Robinhood or any of those numbers go up and down. That's unproductive because you're just staring at the screen. You're not getting any information from it.
So like I've done, so like if I stare at the computer, I'm not using my time to the best of my ability. But since we both, like I said, are eager to learn and be thrown in it, I started, I'll tell you what I do, and I think this might work for me once I really get into it. I just bought up some stock.
Okay.
And I didn't buy hundreds of dollars worth. Right. So if it goes up or down, I'm losing pennies. I'm not losing hundreds. I'm not losing thousands. But it is a place where my money is staying and I'm watching it. And once I get the time, I can be like, okay, I see this trend with this stock that I've bought. I see this trend within this, how you say, where it's all like the pharmaceutical, it's all pharmaceutical, it's all clean energy. What is it called? The whole group of
sector?
Anyway,
industry.
ETF sector, yeah. So I see this trend within this group or this sector, or I see it within this industry. So, okay, this is a better company to get or whatever. So if you're really looking to get that money, I suggest doing what Will just said. Be watching CNBC.
I'll just turn it on.
If you got extra money to throw in, if you have extra money to throw in on that volume spike, do it real quick and then get out. Get in, get out.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I'll do that, because I was saying the same. I'm not even on it, because it'll drive you crazy. And I'm looking for a job. I'm just trying to build my business as well. So, but I'll take that advice from you and Will and turn on CNBC and just listen while I'm doing whatever I'm doing. That's what I'll do.
Something about
pick up certain jargon, certain languages that's going to cue you.
Yes.
And then you're like, all right.
Something about our last program.
Follow Terrell, girl, you will lose your mind. You'll be you'll want to kill him. So
yeah, because when he's like, "Oh yeah, I just bought 100 shares," and I'm like,
yeah, no, you gotta
screen,
go.
like what?
Listen to what Taisha said.
100 shares.
Taisha, because
yeah, I noticed like you can't take verbatim what he said. He playing on a different playing field, so you can't take verbatim what he said.
Yes.
Take a little snippets, but he's got different type of money, so you can't really do what he does.
Yes.
But one thing I would say, and I think anybody would say, is piggybacking off of the conversation from last week about the stock market crashing and stuff like that. I would say if you guys are putting in money with however much money y'all are putting in to the market these days, they'll keep some on the sidelines. That's what That's what I watch a lot of YouTube. A lot of YouTubers are saying that. I watch that on CNBC. They say a lot of money is still sitting on the sidelines, just in case. It may never happen, but it's a crazy time. COVID's still here. We got a crazy president who's trying to make this country into like a dictatorship, doing this executive orders, not going through the same protocols that other presidents do.
Right.
So it's a crazy time. So whatever money you're putting in, just save a little bit on the side, just in case. The market crashing is not a bad thing. Market crashing is actually a very good thing. That's what all motivated us to jump on. We all jumped on around the same time when COVID hit and the market crashed. That's the perfect time to make some money. So don't have all your money invested when the market crashed. Have a little bit on the sidelines so you can throw it in when if that happens.
Because I want to make $1,000 like Vanessa talking about making a week.
Yeah, but see, your brain ain't you girl, you're not even watching your 40 cent move to 50 cent.
Right.
How you gonna jump to a K a week and be like, I got all these stocks and stashed,
and I'm not doing nothing. Right.
You're supposed to watch them, broski. You gotta watch them, right? Also, what Will was saying, the stock market always corrects itself.
Yes.
It's the white boys' monopoly. It's their second form of income, which is capital gains. The 1%, they live off the capital gains and passive income, mostly passive income. So if your goal is to get to passive income and you're using capital gains as a tool to get to passive income, then set your goal.
Okay.
Right? Passive income is what? Land ownership.
Yes.
Company ownership. Ownership of assets, right? Certain kinds of assets that you're not touching, you're not doing anything. Money is just flowing for you. So if your goal, that's why Tara always asks, what's your goal, Tracy?
Yes.
If Tracy says, you know what, I'm looking to get 5 Gs by January, that right there will get you on a spreadsheet to figure out, all right, is it how many shares at what percentage increase will give me what gross and what profit? Or
that's what the sheet is all about.
Forget the company. Just do the formulas to get to 5,000. Once you do the formulas, you're going to have 2 or 3 different sets because it could be the number of shares or it could be an increase.
Yes.
You could make money on $1 share that increased 100%.
Right.
Or you can make money on 100 shares that increased 1%. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes.
So you're gonna have it. This is what the computers are already rigged like this. We don't have the computers. We have Excel.
Right.
Just put those in and play with those numbers. That's one part of your journey here. The other part is what Will is talking about. Doing your homework and doing your research, right? And that includes, if you want to get to that beast mode where Sorella is, which is going to take you a while, you got CNBC in your ear, at least from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Because after 12 o'clock, it's a wrap. You may get back in about 3 to 4 to see what's lingering, right? What we said, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. By Wednesday, it's kind of a wrap. Thursday and Friday are the little, see something may be creeping or whatever, but no one really has time for that unless you're a computer.
Right. Geek.
Right? So you can't even get to 1,000 a day if you're not even working on your $1 a day from your penny stock that you get for free, Tracy.
Right. Don't be so hard on me now. You're
animated.
I know.
I'm an enema, baby. I'm public enema.
Like she got the belt ready to whip me. Y'all see that?
I'm public enema. I'm public enema. You can't get to $1 a day if you're not looking at $100,000 a day if you're not working on $1 a day.
Yeah. I'm really trying to unlearn because, you know, I keep saying I'm not a numbers person. I'm not an analytical person. I'm trying to unlearn it.
You don't have to be. You got the spreadsheet.
Well, I still had to. I had to Google stuff.
Be like a little kid or cat on a thing and just go, what would happen if I press this?
Tracy, I'm not a numbers person either.
Okay.
I'm not a numbers person either. They give you the numbers.
Okay.
Like the other thing is the earnings report. So you just gotta know the definition. It's their expectations. The expectations. Those are what the analysts expect the company to do. So the analysts expect them to make 80 cents a share. Their guidance said 86 cents a share. What they actually came out with was 90. So they beat their guidance. That's what the company thought they was gonna make. The analysts expected them to do 80. They beat that. And they went 90. That's how you know, oh, that's good. So they beat what the analyst said, and they beat what their guidance was. So they beat their own expectation and the analyst.
Okay.
So it's like you have a third party checking this company of a professional. You got the company who can't lie because they're governed by SEC. So they can't skew their numbers and be like, oh, we're gonna do 4 cents a share, and they come out with 80. That's not how FCC governs them. They be like, you're lying to the shareholders. So they have to give up realistic expectations, and that's it. Because I'm not a math person either. I hate math too, but I'll just read that and be like, oh, they beat everybody's expectations of it. Oh, they did a really good job.
Everybody hate math but love money.
Yep. So I hate math. There's like price to earning ratios. I posted some of those videos, and I hate doing those formulas, and I don't really even do them. I just really listen to the earnings report and see what you guys got going on.
Right.
Did y'all beat your expectations? Did y'all beat the analyst expectations? Where's your stock? Another thing I do is Google stock forecast. So if it's a long-term stock, 12-month stock forecast, if the stock trading is below that price, above that price, at that price, if it's below that price, then that stock is a bargain for you. You can buy it, and the analysts believe that it's going to get to the medium. The bigger the stock, the more analysts are following it. If it's like these small penny stocks, they might not have any analysts, so that might go out the window. But if you're looking for your long-term blue chip stocks, they'll have a good amount of analysts following them. So they pull all of those analysts and give you a medium range. So that's how you get that. And then they'll tell you the low, who's the lowest analyst price them at, and the highest analyst price them at, etc.
And I noticed on the Slack channel, I don't know who's posting, but we see the Yahoo Finance site.
Yeah, that's coming automatic. I'm gonna enable and disable them because sometimes they're just sending everything. It's not even financial news. It's just like plane crash over here. Like
yeah, I was like, what?
That has nothing to do with stock.
But I don't know. It could drop some airline stocks. So I always look for the opportunity. I'm a damn scavenge.
You a beast.
Word. Like I'm like, yo, plane crash. Ooh, Delta stock gonna drop. I'm gonna get that stock.
Easy. Vicky worked for Delta.
Ooh, my bad. Delta just laid off like 30,000 people, by the way. And Will, you know, when he was like listening to those earnings, that's real deal. If you invested in the stock and they have their earnings call coming up, that's where, like Will was saying, they can't lie. They have to be transparent.
Yes.
And if you compare that to what the analyst was saying, like what Will was saying, it gives you a range.
Okay.
Right? And so.
Okay. That's what I'm going to do because I sold NEO a while ago.
No math necessary.
Yeah, I sold NEO. I had 4 stock shares of that, and I sold that late July. And I didn't, I only earned like $11.94, but I end up putting money in to buy another stock. So that's what I've been doing.
Right. So you made money. You made a profit. Oh, good. You were able to buy another stock.
I bought another stock.
Okay.
Yes, that's what I've been doing that.
But from this point forward, it's
I'm gonna set
what
number
are you trying to get to, right?
That's what I'm gonna do.
Just play around. And if we're working with a little bit of money, you know, just play around with those numbers so that you can creep your way to your goal.
Okay.
Whatever that number is.
Yeah, and that's the thing when you say, Tracy, what's your goal? It's like, okay, most people want to make something. And I know Terrell said he does 20%, but some people might want to double it or triple it. So that's what I have to, like we discussed the other night. And
but also keep into, and so what Terrell, yes, he's right. What's your goal? But you also have to keep in mind, there are goals when the market is normal, and then there are goals when the market is volatile like a bug.
Yes.
So your first goal is to survive.
Yes.
That's number one.
Yes.
Number two is get to a number, get to a realistic number, right? There's what happened with U1.
I know.
And with Kodak, I think they broke historic records when that happened because we still don't know why. I don't even think there was an explanation, or I think a lot of them had to do with loans. A lot of the surges during COVID had to do with loans, or they're hearing that, oh, they're about to get these millions of dollars, which means that they're gonna, you know, and then speculation and the bulls come in and they raise it. But when you get in at the peak, it's a problem, because when it goes back down to reality, now you got to wait for it to get to its true price over earnings ratio, if it even has one.
Yeah,
because I mean, have them.
I'm going to use U1 again. Like I said, I bought 5 shares of U1 at $1.35. It's now saying it's $11 and some change. So it's like tomorrow I might go in there and sell it and then buy it back.
Yeah, or just sell just 1 or 2 shares. Like if you wanted something that you really want to have, you don't have to sell all of them.
Yeah, well, that's what I have to go back into Robinhood, because I never saw where you can have an option. It's all either sell, buy, or trade. So now I got to go deep into Robinhood, the platform, to see if I have an option to say, no, I just want to sell 2 shares. Because I've never seen that.
When you hit sell, it says how many shares.
Ah, I never noticed that. Okay.
That's because I don't think you've ever, it says how many shares.
Okay.
So if you have 5 shares, just say 2.5 shares.
Okay.
And you don't have to do whole shares either. It allows you to buy fractional shares. It allows you to sell fractional shares.
Now it does.
Now it does. Before it did.
Right. And So
and Stash does too.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's brand new on Robinhood, because we all brand new and it just started with us like a week ago.
You're right.
Yeah.
Right. But this
is
make
you wait.
Yeah, because I was able to buy into the S&P.
Yeah,
the S&P 500. I was able to buy.
On Robinhood?
Yeah, they make you wait. They don't give it to you right away. They don't give you fractional shares right away. So once you sign up, they make you wait X amount of time. I think they track your trading. I feel like they track your trading and see how much you're trading. Not like you trading money, but like how often you're logging on and stuff like that. And then they give it to you, because they made me wait a long time before they gave it to me. Yeah. And I know others that got it quick.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I signed up when Vanessa did in March behind her, and know the fractional trading, shares did not exist. We'll real quickly, did you all read the article about this company, a billionaires, they bought the Ancestry and 123, where people were searching their DNA? Did y'all hear about that?
No.
Ancestry.com and
123. These are companies where people would want to track their background. You know, they
and 23andMe.
Yeah, that's it. And
you said 123.
Yeah, I know. Listen, I'm dyslexic.
Hold on. 23andMe gives Ancestry.com their data.
Right.
So who bought?
So these billionaires, these group of billionaires bought it, and so they're talking about, well, we're still not going to sell your information. But when you put out that information, you really don't know what they're doing with it. But these people want to know our information, especially Black people. You know,
I want to know who the hell bought it.
I think it's Blackstone. Yeah, I was just reading that, and I could put it on the Slack.
See, stuff like that.
Yeah, because
in market news.
The thing is interesting because they have been able to when you are doing your DNA background, they have been opened up cases where if they see you related to somebody, they have arrested people who have been in hiding for like 50 years because of that. So these billionaires have bought the Ancestry and the other one because
23andMe.
And they
I
want to
was
get
like,
the data.
yo, 23andMe could kiss my wrist.
Yep, yep.
I woke up here. I'm not paying you to find out where I came from. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, but you know, data is big data. People buying it. That's a big thing now. So I'll put that on the Slack group in the article.
But it was because I want to know. I want to know who bought.
Yeah, but it's a bunch of biggest
data. That's like the biggest data platform.
Yep.
Like hospitals don't even have.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted to know where they were from, and they gave up blood like it was it was freaking business cards. I was like, are y'all kidding me?
Right. And people, when in the article, people was talking about, well, what y'all think happens in doctors' offices and stuff? They already know your information. You didn't know that they're selling your information. I don't think they were.
But they can't link it. 23andMe and Ancestry.com is a very powerful combination because they could link. They can link DNA.
But that's how they've been.
They got time for that. They just looking to see if you got AIDS or COVID.
Right, but this is how they've been tracking and arresting people who make horrendous crimes back in the day, and they've arrested, like they're arresting people in their 70s now because somebody did their DNA and they was related to it. They tracked it, and that's how they've been arresting people. All
right, but put that in because we need to know who bought it. Because that's a major move.
It is. So that's all I have to contribute. You guys, ladies and Will, you've been helpful always every Sunday. That's why I look for this dance because I always learn something and I always walk away feeling inspired.
Does anybody else have any questions about this week? Anything that happened this week or what you should be looking out for next week?
I just saw just now ONTX, one of my stocks. Like I said, I bought into a lot of pharmaceuticals and clean air. ONTX today has surged 7%, and it's after hours.
What time? What price is it at?
It's surged 7%, which is 7 cents.
Yeah, because I bought it at $1.11. Now it says it's $1.13.
Oh yeah, I made like $50 off of that, but that was back in May, and I went back in and got irritated and should have waited. Damn you, Vanessa, and your finger, your trigger finger. And I just made my money back even. But thank you for that information because now I'm going back in.
Thank you, T, because I bought 4 shares, and I like this. What I'm saying, the stuff that I've been buying into, like Terrell calls it my house money, because he's a Trace. You got a lot of house money to play with, and that's what I'm doing. But I haven't done any major. But I'm gonna get there. I promise. Like I said, I'm gonna make you proud.
Vic, you got anything to say before we head off?
No, I'm good. I just want to know which stock was that we just mentioned.
OPX on Cova Therapeutics.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was that 37-cent stock that is steady. It never went back down to a penny stock. So
yeah, I bought that on July the 20th, Vic. On July the 20th, I bought 4 shares of that. I think somebody had put it in a WhatsApp group, and I went into it, looked into it, read about it, and then I got it.
Yeah, it never went back below $1, so
it's moving steadily. Yeah,
that's a good look.
Okay.
All right, y'all. Will Ty, any last things? Y'all good?
Yeah, I watching CNBC last week. They had somebody on who thought that the market would peak this week. So just watch out for that.
Okay.
Wait, for any stock.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Can you say that again?
They would peak. It would peak. It would go up this week. By the end of the week, it should go up. It was an expert who predicted this would happen. It happened a few weeks ago, a month ago or so, where it peaked. Oh, damn, we're already in August, so it might have been 2 months ago. But he had been predicting these peaks, and that before it goes into like a 3-month downward trend. So they were saying this week coming up would be a big week for the market. So look for those stocks that you looking to swing with, that you're holding on that was down. Maybe they'll go up. It was more to it than that, but I didn't get to write down or look up exactly what they were talking about. If they were talking about specific stocks, I didn't really get a chance to really research it. It moved too fast.
Well,
but just saying, positive news is something to look forward to for this week in the stock market.
All right, cool, great.
Well,
So
I just posted in Slack under market news about what I was talking about, the private companies that want to buy the DNA business. Okay.
All right, cool monies.
Okay.
All right, y'all. Thank you so much. Stay safe as always, and start using that Slack. Use the Q&A. Start posting, and T-Bone will be back next week so that he has a new perspective on how we should go about getting swing trades.
Okay. All right. Thank
Great.
you.
Thank you. Good
Everybody
job.
have
Thank you.
good week
Bye,
coming
guys.
up. Bye-bye. Be safe.
Good night.